All right. We're going to see what this does. We're going to see how this goes from the new stream room. Stream room, but the new. I should probably get some earbuds, which I have none nearby. Shut up, Grandma! Nearby. We're good. All right. Who did the soundboard?
Dang it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. All right. Well, welcome to the stream. I don't see anyone talking in the chat. That's upsetting. Where are y'all at? Hello? Yeah, there you go. Drink your prune juice. Maybe. I ain't got no prune juice. I have a beer. It's right next to me. Anyways. What is happening, chat? What's going on, huh? Everyone here, do I need to ping the server again? Did y'all forget? It was a stream. Had 8 hours. No one joined it.
I joined it.
I know y'all did.
Yeah.
I know there's more of y'all. Come on. There's more of y'all here. All right. Plug that in.
We are ready.
All right. Time to ping the whole server. All right. So, anyways, welcome to this development stream from the new location, the new house, the new everything. Finally have fiber internet again, so I'm able to actually do this properly without it constantly stuttering or having issues. It should be pretty good in that regards. I have everything pulled up like I usually do, and seems to be going good. I had GitHub because I've been looking at that before the stream started. And yeah. So, also the main thing is being able to finally do this again. We can sit down and, again, one thing I wanted to look at was the lighting in the game. Look at that, and also even potentially maybe work on this guy a little bit. This character right here, this funny character, I just took his head off. But we might do that later, depending on how not well everything else goes. But we'll see. Steal the source code. The source code won't benefit me there. Also, we got. I don't really have a good way to establish the room, but I don't have a separate 2-room thing like I did at the previous house. So I'm all kind of like in just one room right now, but that is fine because this property, this house, it's nice and everything, but I actually have like land. But I do kind of have like all my stuff set back up. I have some of that up there. Drums are over there. I'm over here. Hello. But the main thing is, for those who have been longtime watchers of the streams, the stream chair is no more. It has been thrown away, so it is gone. Very sad to say, but the ugly green chair is no longer with us.
Damn.
That was the true reason why we haven't streamed in a while.
I mean, it was recently thrown away, but there was no room here at the house for it. I don't have any room for it in the room because, as of now, the stream setup and the drum setup is also my bedroom, so it's gonna kind of be cramped. Until we get a dedicated room built outside. We're gonna have like a drum room, music room, and I could also probably put like a desk in the corner for streaming and shit. So, but that'll come in time. For now, this will work. But the good news is I got fast internet again, so I can actually do this. I woke up to a Type-C cable stuffed in my mouth. Universal. Is the character a dog? Which one? The main character? No, it's Fox. Well, how'd you get to that conclusion?
I thought the game was called That Damn Dog.
No.
I've been cheated and lied to. I'm leaving.
No. Anyways, unclear from the title. Yeah. But anyways, so to actually get to the stream now, turn off that. Focus on the desktop and everything. Go cam's still on. Yeah, I just turned it off. I mean, it's looking at all of my stuff. It's looking at that NES Advantage box, which isn't even mine, but my friend, because they cleared out a storage room, he gave that to me, and he said, "Oh yeah, I'll come get that." And it's been like 5 years, so or like 6 years now. So I guess that's just mine now and everything else. But anyways, back to Fox Games. So stream delay. It shouldn't be that delayed either. I set the latency down low because of the data that I have now. Having fiber, but I imagine there's still going to be a little bit of a delay. I don't think there's anything we could do about that. But with the stream, I guess sort of a story time on what's kind of happening. One thing I've been working on recently, and I can demonstrate it here. Let me find this and turn this off. So that way it doesn't crash the game, because that's what I'm in the middle of. Compile. Huh. It's taking a long time to do that. Let me close up Jack. Oh, there we go. All right, I think I'm reaching the limits of what this computer can do, multitasking-wise. Also, I should mention in the stream, there's other people here now, even more. But I got my brother here.
Hi.
Brian is here.
Hello.
Spud is also here.
Hello.
And Nash is here. I don't know if he says words or... Oh, there he is. I don't know if he was muted or not. I can't even see the icon because of how squished it is. Because I don't have a third monitor. I only got two. Octree. That's all I have. That's all you have with Eric W. Tools when you do a light grid. But anyways, explaining the light grid in and of itself. Let me boot up the game. Did it switch over to it? Okay, it did. All right. So, does it load the map? Okay, good. All right. So, typically in the game, at least from what I've been showing recently since I've restarted this since near the end of last year, I always had the lighting for models turned mostly off, and that like Cam wasn't really illuminated that much. Her color changed with the lighting, but the brightness didn't really change. And while that is pretty accurate to a lot of N64 games and stuff, I figured having actual lighting like this is better. Because, you know, it changes. It's nice. It's more dynamic. It's good. I mean, it's been a part of Quake and Half-Life forever. Yes, but here's the only problem with it. Lighting in Half-Life and Quake in Quake 2 before the remaster for Quake 2, all of that is done on the floor. So when the map is compiled, the surface, no matter what it is, if it's up here, down here, it is all surface tied. So no matter how high I go up, that is the brightness. See how I'm illuminated here? That has an issue, obviously, where when I'm like up on this truck, because the truck is shadowed from underneath, I'm now dark. That's a problem. Savin Co-op has found a sort of solution by averaging the light levels per the nodes for the lighting. So like I have a test of that right now where right now her tail is really dark because it doesn't use the averaging, but her body does. So you can see it does help in that she doesn't become super dark anywhere near as fast, but it's not perfect. And obviously, like right here, she's a little bit lighter than the tail, but it's not great. A light grid just makes the lighting nodes three-dimensional, so height is accounted for. So obviously if I fly up, I'll eventually darken out to the ambient lighting in the area, and so on and so forth. That is why I've been trying to add that to the game, because I feel like if I'm going to have illuminated models, I should just go the whole way and do it that way, because not having lighting on models is fine. I mean, you can make the game work like that. Again, it's accurate to a lot of your N64, PS1 games of the time, but I figured going all the way would be better. Because the glowing eyes and stuff like that just looks a lot better. You know? When they're... It just looks better. And also, I don't think I had any of these NPCs when I was originally streaming, so that's the thing. The movement looks so fun to exploit. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Is it? I don't know what you could exploit with this, to be honest.
I really love that cloaking panther. Is friggin' awesome.
I'm very happy with it. It is 100%. A lot of enemies in this are kind of based on existing enemies from like Ratchet and Clank or Jack. I like, because Jack had cloaking enemies, but theirs were a lot more boring in that they were just a regular enemy but cloaked. So, and honestly, they were kind of cheap because they shot projectiles, so you were really just getting hit with bullets that you couldn't even see. So I figured if I was to do the same thing, I would make them melee only. That way, yeah, I mean, they can sneak up on you, but you can see that.
It kind of reminds me of like the specters from Doom.
Oh, yeah.
Ah. But anyways, so the main thing I was doing was lighting, because again, I like it. I want to make a light grid happen if possible. Holy jump from ledge. Oh, yeah. Actually, if anything could be exploited right now, it'd be this. Because usually you can't go up there. You just slide off. But you can sort of do that. Ah. Anyways. So, now getting back to it, the reason why... So, for the most part, I feel like I got... and also, the light grid works in a... And again, this is going to get really technical. The canal, like, area reminds me of the... Oh, okay. Really nailed that kind of lighting. Well, I mean... Yeah, I like the idea of it. That's why I'm also using Eric W, because I kind of enjoy how it does lighting. So hide. Oh, okay. Hold it. I like all the crown things they've added. That's very interesting. Anyways,
What is that?
the crown to like the chat in on YouTube. There's like a Twitch thing now where you have like 3 tiers of top fans. It's very interesting. They really want to be Twitch, but they don't do anything to make it like Twitch, where you actually get like a viewership. Anyways, so the thing with the light grid, and this is very technical, is that when you compile a map that has a light grid, it gets added to the end of the BSP file, so that way it's backwards compatible with maps that don't have it still. So that way it doesn't like, because if you were to add, like, let's say you added this light grid like in the middle of the file, it would break compatibility because obviously it you know, if I look at let me go over to the, that's not it. No. Does it start here? Lump entities. So yeah, you got all like your organization of lumps stored in the file. If you were to put it like in the middle here, it would break everything. If you put it at the end, it's no longer an issue. And this is for deluxe data, but I don't use any of this. And while I could, because technically all this stuff is supported by Zash already, I don't think I'm going to benefit from it much. Hello. Oh, it's Buck and Deeb. They're all here. How do you code stuff, bro? How do you code this stuff, bro? I can't read anymore. I don't know. I don't consider myself a programmer, to be honest. I just do things.
Do it a lot for a long time, I guess.
I'm in the stream, but wasn't sub, so I can't chat. Fake fan. Oh yeah, I forgot. I enabled subscriber only chat because I'm funny. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Spud?
No, I was just saying, like, that was the safe response to that, was just do it a lot for a long time.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I took formal programming classes in high school for Java and like Scratch, so they teach you just the fundamentals of understanding program. And then in college, I did a pseudo programming introduction class as well because it still was required. And then I did like a C course, but I mean, it wasn't anything crazy. I mean, I also did Unix, so it teaches you that. But I mean, I never was much of a programmer. I just kind of learned from experience of just doing it a whole bunch. Let me see that. General Hammond. Yeah. Forces your viewers to subscribe to speak. I mean, yeah, I think you should subscribe to me if you want to be able to talk to me. I don't know. I'm sorry. It just, if it works, it works. I don't care.
Party here.
Huh?
It's an exclusive party here.
Yeah, it's very exclusive. I mean, this chat's exclusive too. It's all exclusive.
Yeah.
All the people in this call I've had to pay to be here. They had to give me money to be. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I've
all had
spent
to
like $1,000 so far.
Yeah,
I
I
had
had
to
to help pay for a house.
Yeah. That was $500,000 it took to get. No, I'm just kidding. VIP bro. What is deluxe data? So deluxe data is similar to the extension lumps at the end of it. It's just more data for the map. If you wanted to get more precise data off of the map, you can put it there. Like if you were like in Source, the lighting can cast on a model from a direction, so it can average it all out and figure out what direction all the light's coming from. In normal Quake 1, that's not available, but with deluxe data, that is available. You can get that data. For instance, it's just, that's all it is. It's an extension to get more data for programmers to add more features without necessarily breaking compatibility. But anyways, back to the light grid, because that's what we're here for, but it's just, programming ramble. I have a problem with it. So it seems like it loads the BSPX fine, as far as I'm aware, but it's not loading this light grid data correctly. It loads most of it, but something is wrong. And I can show y'all, going back to developer, and let's load the Century map. We scroll back up here. It didn't even do it. Huh. Why? Is it still off? No, it's on. What?
I like it when you accidentally make things work without knowing what you did.
That happens a lot. Oh, there we go. I think it should have worked. Oh,
I
there
don't
we
know
go.
if I like it or hate it.
I hate it.
So
I want to know what I'm doing.
So there you go. So that's kind of what I'm having an issue with here, as you can see. When it builds the size, it's totally fucked. Where it's 16 and 6, and then just a negative humongous number. Like, it shouldn't do that. And the root node seems correct. That seems correct. The step is fine. That's the space in between each of the light grid nodes. The mins is fine because it's just 0, 0, 0, so that's not really much of an issue. But yeah, see, that's what I'm kind of getting at. It's just totally messed up. Love the console background. What Quake 4 is this based on, Zash? Based on Zash 3D. Yeah, so for all those Quake aficionados that love to throw their projects into all these different source port stuff, that's not how I work. I use this one and you play it on that one and that's it. That's how that it's like Half-Life. You just play it in what it came with. You don't need to, you just do that. Okay? Simple. You ain't even got to worry about compatibility. Just download it and play it. Well, unless you're Valve and you break Half-Life every other fucking year with updates, but let's not go into that. Were you serious about a Steam page? I mean, at some point I'll probably just make one. I don't know. I hate to say, Valve doesn't seem to actually fucking care that this exists. They don't. It's not Half-Life. It's not trying to be Half-Life. It's not... You can't play Half-Life through it. They don't seem to care. So, there you go. They don't seem bothered by it. If they become bothered by it and they tell me never mind, then sure, I'll just take it down. I'm not here to argue with them a whole lot. If they're going to let me exist, then that's fine. If they tell me no, then there you go. I'm not going to put up much of a fight. I mean, they're totally in the right to say no just because of what Zash is based on. I mean, they technically own some of the formats and stuff, and it makes it hard to deal with, but I can also change that if I wanted to. And again, it's a whole who cares situation. The leak code thing is a bit of the stretch. In older builds, it was there, and some of it is based on... The main thing was Zash's clean room. It's built under the guise that it needs to be... It was built under the... We want to make it compatible with Gold Source, and it uses references from a whole lot of shit, and as a result, it's not clean. Because based on how that works is if you see how code works and then copy it or make your own version of it, because you saw it, therefore, it doesn't matter. You can't, it breaks the rules immediately. It also mixes licenses with some stuff from dark places and whatnot. It's not perfect, but I mean, I could put it this way: like free Half-Life is fine code wise. It's clean room. It's completely interpretive. It doesn't use anything from reference or study. However, if you were to load like a Half-Life model in it, you broke the rules. Like immediately, you immediately broke the rules. Everything's out the window. It doesn't fucking matter. You're done. So it's kind of that. To focus on one aspect of this, again, if they don't care, then it doesn't matter.
You talking
I know
about
squat.
like Valve's take on using Gold Source?
Using this for non-Half-Life purposes seems to be they don't care.
Yeah.
If you're not making a Half-Life remaster project where you can play all 3 games for free, yeah, they don't care as much. When you're doing that, even then they weren't that uppity about it. The email, at least from the original ModDB post, was like, "Hey, no, we don't want this on Steam, but also you're kind of doing something that we kind of don't want you to do." So, I mean, yeah, but Black Mesa also has explicit permissions and stuff to do what they're doing. They're not breaking any rules. They got permission. That rules are not to be followed if the company just says, yeah, you can do that. Anyways, point being, back to the light grid shit, because that's the main focus. Psykiller got permission because of the early Greenlight stuff, but they also can't do anything with it. Like, they can't release that source code anymore because of the Steamworks stuff. And so then Co-op can't show the source code either because of the... Like, it ain't great to get licensed like that anyways. And Valve just ignores you if you want to get licensed anymore anyways. So,
Yeah,
pointless.
no, trying to... God, I remember the copious amount of times we, with a lot of help, tried to get like a license or anything, just so because it's an engine we're really familiar with, and with like I would wager probably some of the like best, we had like direct connections at one point, and they still just would ignore us completely.
Yeah. Yes. Basically.
But
Undone the Freeman didn't do what a lot of people think it did. It didn't make things not show up on Steam. What they really did with that is they went stop calling things like Half-Life and whatnot like that. They were more protective of the brand.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But that's about it. Otherwise, no, they didn't care very much.
It wasn't like, it was just the fact that a lot of publications and things were going like a new Half-Life game because it was on Steam and it was related to Half-Life.
Like, because at the time, a lot of people were like, oh, we're being ignored by Valve now. And the reality is, no, you were always being ignored by Valve. That's just what they do.
Yeah.
that didn't magically start happening.
They were doing that to Gearbox back in '99, weren't they?
They were doing that to a lot of companies.
Valve's been ignoring people since they've existed. Like, they've never...
Yeah.
Them ghosting you is a common occurrence since '96.
Even the devs behind Gunman, like, they got them, like, halfway there to...
They even
like,
gave them offices. And then they, like, left situation. Them. It's like, it's so strange.
They left them high and dry after having them travel all the way there to Washington.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because they were going to give them Office Space Studios and stuff, and then they just didn't. They were like, yeah, you can work at the game at Valve, and then they were just like, never mind.
There's that really funny... What was it? My favorite story about Valve is that they were going to have probably what would have been an insanely successful Team Fortress show on Adult Swim. And Adult Swim just could not get them to respond or meet any deadlines.
Oh, yeah. So the TF2 show not happening. I mean, I imagine everyone knows that. It was Valve's fault. That's why that didn't happen. That wasn't Adult Swim's fault. That was all Valve.
The funniest thing is Adult Swim will let shows take... They will let shows take years to make. That happens a lot. Like,
yeah. Valve just totally ruined it.
There's a show I loved. It was like it was like a Steve Brule show, right? And like it disappeared and reappeared like 2 years later. And it was just like they just did another season because they were like, fuck it, right? But yeah, no. Valve consistently ghosted them and just didn't respond. And I mean, again, it just seems like they weren't putting their all into it, considering that after all that time, they didn't even have expiration date done, which was supposed to be the pilot.
And the expiration date only happened because it was already over by then.
Yeah, it was already over. They just turned it into an update. But apparently, yeah, like in all that time that show was trying to be developed, pilots take a long time, but like,
okay,
I feel like it needs to be highlighted that Valve. It's a source. Huh? It's a source filmmaker movie. It's not even that, like, expiration day is good, but it's not.
How the fuck did that happen? How the fuck did that return 0 and only once? There's 3 values in that header. How did that happen? How did that even happen? What the fuck is going on?
You floated my vector.
I don't
What a
understand
perfect
how
world
any
we
of this
got
works.
show. Yeah.
Yep. I just like it's like if I were to ask Valve to show up to work and they're like, okay, but I tell you, I'm going to build my own
Hold on one
car
second.
first. And it's like, okay, we'll build it in like a month. And then it's like 3 months later, it's like, okay, I built it. Okay, we'll come to work tomorrow. Okay. And then they show up like 9 months later. They're like, yeah, we're not going to do this. And then they drive off. Fuck.
It happens. All right, so that's a for loop, and it returned once as 0. Didn't even loop.
I got some
Okay.
pasta.
Some pasta.
Yes. My
Everybody
sister
stop! I
makes some
gotta go
Alfredo.
rescue a kitty stuck at the top of a tree. Hit it with a baseball. It'll come down.
So if you just remove the tree and it,
Okay, well it returns. Maybe I don't know. Something's happening. I feel like it's that little long. If I go over to Quake Spasm, I feel like it's this. They told me it wouldn't be. It's this. This thing. Because this isn't like this becomes like a function at runtime, but otherwise it doesn't like exist. This is what I'm concerned about. I feel like this is what the issue is that this does matter. What does FTE Quake World use? Yeah, I'd close these out for now. What's the issue? Oh, basically it's not loading the data right for the light grid. It loads most of it right, but it gets the size data wrong. But that's because it pulls that from a different set of data. Let me search BSP. Because all I have is Quake Spasm Spiked and FTE Quake World. That's the only 2 source ports people have confirmed to me does the light grid. Oh, I mean the Quake 2 Night Dive source port also does it, but they don't release their source codes, so can't use that. Well, engine side at least. Oh, I don't get it, man. It's fucking not there. Why would it not be a function in code? Because it's created at runtime. Because when Quake loads, it loads the progs.dat, which is where it's at. It turns little long into an actual function at runtime. Because it's an intrinsic function that goes through the entire game, both game code and engine. Great. That's a... Well, apparently Kex, at least what people told me that have used, that work at Night Dive, Kex is just a wrapper. It's not even like an engine per se. It's not like a full-on engine. It's more like it's just there as sort of a wrapper that encompasses the actual engine for the game itself. But it doesn't matter. Again, their version isn't public. But I don't imagine their interpretation of the light grid is much different than FTE Quake World, because I feel like this is one of the first implements of it. Therefore, theirs is probably just based on this. Because even Quake Spasm Spiked, their implementation is very similar to this one, so I imagine it's based off of this one. Because Quake 3 loads the light grid by default, which is where I think this all originated from, which is Quake 3's code. I'm assuming someone that's a Quake programmer could probably correct me on that, but I thought Quake 2 Pro used light grid. Does it? I mean, yeah, it does, but I can't. The gang code isn't what actually does the whole building of that. That's just the engine does it. Shouldn't most things function the same? Yes. Anyways, I need to find where this loads the BSP header. Or better yet, does this use little long at all? It does. See, it uses it. Now, this said it shouldn't really matter, but I feel like it does because I don't know. It just see. Look, no real intrinsic, definition of it. There's get little long, which is what I'm starting to think this is. Like, this is what it does. But, it... That's what I said. I don't really know what I'm going to do. There was a Quake... I wonder if the Quake C code is on here. GitHub Quake. I don't have it downloaded immediately for
like the progs or
yeah, the progs, the C, well here there's that. Get little long void. And this uses that uses a data file that's already in existence. Because if anything, it was like a swap bytes thing is what this did. But that again, that might be why this isn't working. Maybe it needs to do that. Yeah, see, this is the definition for it. If you search this up, it just does that because again, it gets turned into something at runtime. And I can't blame anybody. This is just part of Quake's code. It's been like that forever. Let's just search little long off of all of GitHub. How about this, huh? What's this? Bytes. And it returns it. See? It returns it. I think this is the actual function. And it uses long, which, fine, I don't really care. At the end of the day, the C++ is all kind of merges into a big soup. So anyways, let me see where... So I need to add little long to some base thing here, because... Yeah. Setup. That adds it to BSP file.h. That's not really a good H file for all this. Not for that. What else do I got in the engine to drop it in? Fuck it, we drop it here. We drop it here. Let's see what it does. First of all, does it even compile being put in here? Nope. And a fan of that, but I think that's because I didn't do that. Or not. Nope. We could do this. I could just put the function here and then put it in a different file. Dropping code in a random spot. It happens. Yeah, that's the only thing with the engine. It's hard to know where to really drop some of the shit that you want to use everywhere. It don't matter. Let me just put it in the fucking B models thing. Up at the top. For testing purposes. Okay. So the X. I'll go back over to here. Okay, so swaps the bits here. So maybe I should do that. Maybe that'll matter. There we go. Okay. All right, well, it does what it's supposed to. Does it build? Hooray! Works. Okay. Let's do this then. Go up to setup. Go back over to here. I think little long is used in a couple spots. So num lumps. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh. Use there and there. Not used up here at all, which is the only scary thing because that makes me wonder if that matters at all. I don't know. Okay. Maybe at some point I'll just ask Slarty to figure it out since he's Night Dive Man. No, don't compile Quake Spasm. That ain't gonna help me. All right, it's up to date. And if I go back over to,
Very good. Point you in the right direction.
maybe that's the only thing is it might be one of those cases where it's just how the sort. It's just how Zash is. It could be like a intrinsic issue of Zash that I don't know what I would do really. Flarty McBlarty. He's an infamous man. No header found. No extension lumps found. Didn't find it anymore. Couldn't find it. Oh. Ain't no good. That ain't no good at all, man. I'm telling you, man. That ain't no fucking good. It couldn't even find the fucking thing. Why? Get rid of the for loop. Does it fix it? Quake 2 Pro engine does use LightGrid. Quake 2 Pro on GitHub.
That might be.
Hey! Okay. Light grid. Spelled grid wrong? Okay. Geo
What,
light
you put
grid.
light gird?
Light gird? That's why I thought I did that or did something else wrong. Validate the light grid, static, parse the light grid, main light grid. There ain't a whole lot to it. Okay. Well, worth a shot. Excuse me? Where is that happening? Where the fuck is that happening? That might, I don't know. The only thing I will say is if this is using the Quake 2 map format, that might handle it a little bit differently. But then again, that could be just part of the extensions, which I feel like might put me in the same fucking spot. Check this out. Point. Okay, gets that, gets that. Let's go here. This is looking different. This is looking quite different. Parse like it reads the okay, so it reads the data. Okay, it's the styles. It's that, it's all that. Reads the bytes. True. Parse the header for it. So BSP parse header gives you the light grid header. Q align. Grid nodes, BSP align. Oh, yeah, because the game's up. Oh. Still didn't find the header. Okay. Wire. Yeah, see, no header found, huh? That's what I'm saying. It's like works fine without it, but it's broken. See, it doesn't. Unless the compilers are just actually broken, but I don't know what I'd do about it then. Because even the default ones are broken. I already tested it with the default Eric W tools. So I don't know now. You have to pass like, yeah, I know that. Well, that's the thing is, I already have all that taken care of. It knows when there's the light grid. It can see it. See? Yeah, I already taken care of that aspect. But that's the thing is, I I can't imagine Eric W. Tools is broken just because of the fact that there's projects that use it and it works. But I don't have any luck reading the data. Well, I imagine it's in line like it should be. I just don't know what to do to remedy this problem. It's just such a complex issue that requires a very insane way of trying to understand what's even happening. The only thing I could think of is, unless some of this stuff is getting some of this data is somewhere else. No, see, that's there. I have that. Static. That's up at the top. Just find the lumps. So this isn't anywhere else in the code. What about BSPX base, huh? Equals file base. But that works because it finds it. That's just the link to it. I know nothing of code. Good luck. Well, yeah. Thank you. I'm gonna try. The hell's
Neither do I, frankly. I wish I could help.
I don't
Well,
think I don't know anyone who could. Again, I think it's going to turn into I haven't asked Slarty to understand what's happening here.
Yeah, it's a pretty complex issue going on.
Yeah, it's a lot rather low level rendering.
Yeah. But then
Have you
again,
tried
maybe
turning it off and back on.
it could just be.
Pretty sure he did.
Yep, I've
Try
done
it
that.
harder. Try it harder.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just that's it. Okay. Let me see if this doesn't work. Maybe I just have it loading the lumps in the wrong spot. Again, maybe it's just pulling it where it shouldn't. Well, that's stupid. Why I gotta put things in a different spot, man? All these engines gotta be so different. I work for Geek Squad. I'm the master of turning it off and back on again and it not doing anything. Actually, no, Geek Squad showed me how often that does actually make things work. Okay, where is this at? It's in load faces, huh? Oh no, I think it's more of he might understand what is happening at least. Again, I'll probably have to ask him. Mm, I don't think it's in the wrong spot. That's the only thing. I don't know if it matters where it is. Unless the like grid load. I have this in load surfaces. But to be honest, nothing says it can't go, you know, oh, all that goes with it. X. Set up, yeah, so I could do all that. I could do it right after. Maybe it needs to happen before it does everything else. You know? Compile map on and off again. Compile the map differently. No, still broke. It's still broke, man. Fuck. I spit on you, you evil red thing. I hate you. I hate this red thing. I curse you. Let's put it all the way down here. That's not it at all. All right, let's put it way at the bottom. Again, I don't think it matters a whole lot, but let's try it. But maybe it could be this. Maybe there's something to this. I might have to open up Eric W tools. Maybe that's not how it needs to be. Marcus Awulis. Whoa, it's that Dern Fox. Hello. Yep, it's Darn all right. Nope, data's still messed up. Take it out on this thing. It's dead. See? Killed it. I killed it. I killed that thing, man. Oh. Well, that's one way to do it. With their music account, it's almost 3 a.m., so I don't know how long it'll be around, but hear nothing else. Oh, well, thank you. Well, thank you for being here anyways. Means a lot. Cool shield. Yeah, I didn't even finish the shield on this yet. It's still very... I was trying something with an animated texture, and, yeah. Oh. Oh. I just found a bug. I think I just found a bug in the game.
I don't even know what happened.
So if I kill him and then die, he... Ah! Yeah, there's a bug in the game. If I die while he's dying, he comes back to life. Try something. Try it with this man. No, didn't do it on that one. Huh? Interesting. This is gonna be hard to do. I have too many of them. No, it's just that. Okay, never mind. The bug is very exclusive. I've been following the game for a while, but I haven't. I have a fellow fox-loving friend who has a big list of games with foxes in them, and they're gonna love this. Oh well, hopefully they enjoy it. Hopefully it comes out. If I can't figure this light grids thing, it's not coming out. I'm sorry. It's not releasing.
We have about 30 minutes of stream left to determine whether this game has a future or not.
Yeah, very unfortunately. Projects. Let's go to Eric W. Tools. Let's look at the code for that. Since we're just loading up Visual Studio files, let's just load them up forever.
I will say it has a feature, many features.
Where did it? Was it in build? Yeah, here it is. I had to figure out CMake. Games canceled. There's a bee in the room. It happens. You know what we could do? Nah, I mean the stream will probably get copyright flagged though. I was about to say we could listen to music like we've done before, but it's always hit or miss if that ever allows the stream to exist in the future or not, because it might not.
YouTube's way too insane about it. I wouldn't do it.
There's at least 2 streams from Year of the Dragon that are just completely gone because they don't tell me either when they do that. They just get rid of it. And it's just gone and becomes a memory hole. Okay. So it saves a Q vector integer. So it saves does it crash a lot for you? Actually, no, Vegas 16 is pretty stable. Relatively speaking, it crashes less than when I pirated Vegas in the past. Having it legally owned, it's a lot more stable, but that's not saying much. It's not that stable.
I wonder if that's like a legitimate anti-piracy measure.
But I feel so bad. I feel so bad though because or no, I wouldn't feel bad, but that still sucks on Sony's part because that means their tool for paying all the money for it, it still crashes but less. Anyways, so this is what
it's still stable, still more stable than Movie Maker.
So it saves the data here. It saves the min, streams it, saves that, and saves. Okay, I mean, this is where it does it. I don't have any. I mean, see, there's not a whole lot to go off of here. See, I don't know. It's kind of. Debug like right aux tree that part. How does it wait? What do I need to do that? Do I need to add that to the do I add that as a slash to the compiler? I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Well, we could try it. It's worth a shot. Let's open up Jack, I guess. Dev. What else could we do? Since we're here, Dev. I don't know, do we have any cool things in the HUD? No, not really. And it ain't a whole lot of cool stuff, unfortunately, that I don't think I've shown at least. Sony doesn't own Vegas anymore. So who owns Vegas now? Who the hell even owns that fucking thing, man? What the fuck?
Wasn't it like this company called Magix or something?
Oh yeah. Is that I thought that's who handled Vegas when Sony stopped caring for like the the older builds. I thought that's just who like handled the licensing. I didn't know they just straight up owned it. That's awesome. Thanks,
Somehow
Sony.
I didn't notice the Sony part was gone.
Thanks, Sony.
Does that mean that it's not going to crash like every time you add a clip to it?
No, because that's what I have. I have a Magix one. And it... I mean, okay.
I don't know. Honestly, I've had pretty good luck with 14.
All right. Well, it's still broken, but did it actually do that data file like it was supposed to? Data maps. Test century. Octree, that part. Okay, it just straight up tells me where they're at. Okay. I forgot, was a point follow.prt file? No, it's a PTS file. Map load portal file. Oh, here's what it. Oh, the fuck is this? What? Is that how it does the light grid? Is that how it works?
Hmm.
I don't know what I don't know what that means, man. I don't fucking. I am super not familiar with this. Oh yeah, having colored themes in Jack is fantastic. I'm so glad they added that. That needed to happen. All right, well, so I guess that's all I could do with this. I mean, I can't do anything else because data's broke. Data borked, man. Fucking borked. Jane's is purple. Jane has been setting that thing to purple before there even was themes. I think it's been. She has made that program purple since, I don't know, I guess when we were all using it.
Yep.
Even started using it. All right, well.
We were pretty purple too. During like the Year of the Dragon stuff.
Yeah, I think I tried to make. I kind of made like a pseudo dark theme before it actually just straight up had a dark theme. The only problem is because of how they did it originally, the taskbars and stuff would never be like, you couldn't change their colors. They were always default to Windows. So,
That was
I'm
the
glad they
time
added
I
it.
choked on an entire walnut, like the shell and all, and my face turned purple.
Did you die?
Yeah.
All right, everyone in the chat, rip Brian.
That's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, rip Brian. He's gone. Well, you've become Brian Griffin and Bozo.
Great.
Hated that guy anyways. Oh my god, y'all are awful.
Dang.
Wow. Wow. This is like Roger Walters with Ozzy Osbourne when he died, saying that he was a joke. This is mean.
Last time I show up in one of these streams.
Yeah, he had to pay. He had to pay money. Y'all didn't even have to pay anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start charging y'all to be in the streams. The audience. Put them on Patreon only. How do y'all feel about that? How you feel about that, huh? Don't feel real fucking good, does it? Weird cheap.
Make me think of the guy harassing the guy playing the saxophone or whatever.
Chopper boy,
Who are you?
Chopper boy, voom voom, voom voom, chopper boy, voom. You wanna know how Santa delivers all them presents? Yeah. He puts it on sleigh away.
Jesus Christ.
Voom voom, chopper. For anyone that doesn't know that if you do, I'll tell Cam the Fox. So that's unfortunate. And if you tell her, I mean, she doesn't exist. So I mean, nothing will happen. But I mean, it'd be kind of sad. I mean, she might also be like, "Who are you? Get away from me!" Again, yeah. I don't know what to do now. I'm like staring at it, just seeing if I can figure out something, like a last ditch effort, figure something out. But starting to think it's gonna be a no on this one. Huh. Size. Okay, maybe something's not. Maybe it's the reading the data part. I want Bob Dylan out on stage. Who the fuck are you? Whoa, dude, relax. Voop voop, chopper boy, voop. That just goes to read in anyways. How does data work on computers? I think it's all fake. I think data on computers is fake. It's not real. Like, float. Read a float. Okay. Union and ints returns a float. Yeah, that's why it's not working. Maybe it's just this. Dude, this all works though. None of this is real. It's all a psyop, man. It's not real, man. It's not fucking real. None of it's real. Calm down. It's not real. It's not real. Let's just make it float. Let's make it funny. That. Oh. I guess it doesn't work right when it does that. That Cam Fox. Cam is so racked by guilt. Make Cam auto die in the future. Like where she'll just randomly die in the level. Like it just happens. It just goes off of a random timer. Time is always set to random. Could do something like that. It'd be funny. I don't know anyone who would enjoy it. Huh. It's all zeros now. Interesting. Well, I don't think this is going to work. I think it's broke. I think it's all broke. Where's that? What's Quick Spasm do? Or not that. Cardiac arrest feature. She can fix many things but our own game. Clearly, not even getting any fucking help over here. It's just not even helping at all. The fuck? Yep. Yeah. It's looking like a no. Try shooting it. Hello, been a while. How are you? It's Travis, the dragon. Travis, how are you doing? It's been a while. Yeah, it has been a while. Doing good. Losing my mind to programming, but that's all right. It's all right. Going insane. It happens. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up asking Slarty what's happening. See, that's identical. All this is just—it's all totally identical. Nothing different about it. It just hell, it gets the data in the function itself, and the size dot size. Yeah. Read in mod base and the header. I mean it's not the Half-Life SDK in that sense, no. I mean it wouldn't help me. That doesn't use a light grid. Half-Life ain't use no fucking light grid.
Yeah.
I think Source
putting it in.
Source does technically have kind of a version of it, but that's not really useful either. I think I'm just gonna have to work on the rabbit instead. I don't think I can figure this out tonight, unfortunately. What the gate code? Oh, Quake. Quake. Based on Quack. Anyways, well,
Is there a duck related mod for Quake? Like feathers for Doom 3?
I don't know. Has anyone ever made a mod for Quake 1 where you feed the ducks like in that one image?
I mean, I know
it's called Quack and it's you're holding the bread out.
Yeah.
So no one made a mod of that.
It's like one of the oldest images in my meme folder, man.
I think that image might be older than some of us, to be honest. It might be from the 90s. I don't know.
It could be.
It could be. That's the one thing with some of those early fucking like Doom related community posts and shit is you really don't know just how ancient some of that is. Wait. Hold up. Excuse me. Excuse me.
What?
What?
Does it work?
The fuck happened?
You did it. You fixed it.
No, but what did I do? What happened?
Do we have like a term for this sort of conundrum?
No, what the fuck happened? Why does it work now? What did I do? I don't know what I did. Does it only work after 9 o'clock at night? Make sure y'all like set your clocks when you go play Fox game. It only works at night, apparently. Okay, so that works now. All right. I guess it didn't want me to work on the rabbit. It wants me to continue forward. All right, cool. Now, granted, it still might crash when it gets to some of this shit. So let's not get too crazy here, because some of this didn't work either. Let me reattach process because I feel like it's gonna crash. All right, it's being debugged. Okay, it didn't make it at all. All right, that's fine.
I guess you could call it similar to the was it like the
oh wait, I can't
the slit theory where they're like projecting light through two slits? And it kept having different results because of observation.
I guess I just needed to hit Control Z enough times. I know that data may not be initialized, but I don't think that causes a crash per se. It's just because hunk alloc name is a whole Quake spasm sort of thing, FTE thing, and yeah, the data is nothing apparently. Well, that's the one thing I don't get. The steps are there. Unable to read memory. How? How can it not read it? You know? It gets set up like right up there. It's there. Is it like that weird shit where I gotta use... We're gonna use C for cam. We're gonna make it have its own letter in the for loop. I feel like something fucky is going on here. It's not my wallet. The double slit experiment. Oh, yippee. Well, it fixed that issue. I still might have other issues, so.
Hey,
But hey, it's progress. It's progress. I'm going slowly more down the line. It still thinks it's bogus data. What the fuck? What are you? What are you? What's your rank?
Name, rank, and serial number, soldier.
Gosh,
What are you captain of?
Captain, watch out, you're gonna hit somebody.
It's Jean LeFuck.
It's Jean LeFuc. What if we just get rid of it? How about that? Isn't that
I just
funny?
love that line. Captain Crunch, what are you the captain of? Then what's your rank? That question, if that wasn't immediately answered. Sergeant Makarov, what's your rank?
I don't know. Don't blame John. He doesn't know any better.
Chief Petty Officer Thompson, what's your rank?
Lots of Okay, maybe there's something wrong with this function. Cause see how it's like bouncing all over the place with errors?
Skill diff.
I think there's something wrong.
Skill
This
diff.
function does not function.
Yeah, well,
Dysfunction, you may say.
all right, what's up with this, huh? What's going on, huh?
Oh dear lord. So while the stream's going, I'm playing Ground Branch and I put an M4 carry handle on an M249 saw.
Oh.
It's as gross as it sounds.
Oh. Um.
Could imagine.
Oh no, this is. I mean,
Oh, the game doesn't let you save it. It just says it won't work. My dreams have been crushed. Okay, can I at least put a 25 times scope on here? Yes, I can. Oh my god. I'm gonna screenshot this. If you're in Magic's Discord,
Yeah.
it's gonna wind up in the memes channel.
chat.wizardzone.net. Come on.
Yeah, that's where it's going.
Chat.wizardzone.net.
All right, where? How do I go to deal? Show on disk. There we go.
Maybe
6 hour.
Maybe I should put the thing in here.
That's heinous.
It's the perfect squad weapon. What are you talking about? Let's see what other cursed things I can invent.
This is a Fox game BFG.
All right, so got that. That's not gonna work. Holy Jesus, I wonder.
Rid, huh? Oh, it's just back to that. Mem a lot. I think that exists in a couple spots. Or not at all. How? The fuck? Apparently it doesn't exist. Okay. Well, that's the thing. Or maybe it's that. Mem copy, mem compare. Oh. Someone's got to have a fucking allocation thing. Like, come on. Can I initialize the data and alloc it? Come on, man. Where you at? Oh, there we go. Okay. Uh. The fuck? I guess that's a memory pool for it. I don't know. I don't know how this. Repeatedly. I guess memory doesn't get allocated in this at all. Not in a normal sense. It's all done with this thing. The hell's this? Sound pool. Yeah. Oh, you. Okay, yeah. Again, it's like one of those things where you just don't want to give up because it's so just not straightforward at all. I could set it to null. I don't think that prevents the warning. Oh, it does. Awesome. No one said anything. Okay, cool. Oh, nope. Still a funny. So it goes back to having an issue there. Fantastic. The data is loading too fast. That's what it is. It's happening too much all at once. It needs to happen less at once. We're gonna do funny things. So now that's got no info. Like again, that has data. What is the access violation at locations? So what even is the problem? Mins. So that. But it's copying to that. Why is that an error? It's copying to this. What's wrong with this? Why doesn't this work? Like, I don't get it. Is this not set up right? Is there something wrong here that this doesn't work right? It just makes no fucking sense. Why? Why does it have all this, like all these problems, and it's not even the side that should be having problems? It's where data's going. Is it just like, is it because of this? Like maybe I should just have it off. Sample's not used anywhere else. Okay, fine. We're just turning it all off. That's fine. Everyone else has stopped typing. It's only one man now. That's usually the sign the stream's over. Yeah.
It's so
Hey,
over.
there's 16 people watching.
Oh, there y'all are. See, it just jumps all over the place. It's just okay. Here's an idea. Well, we just, we don't need to do any of this to the grid, actually. We don't need to do any of that. Just turn it all off. There you go. Right. Access violation. It's all access violations. It's really great. Oh, man. Well, if someone wants $500, you can fix it for me. Not a joke. Very easy. Easy pocketed money. Fix it, make it work. 500. Anyways, we're going to stop this from loading for now so the game still works. Fuck with it later, but All right. Cool. There's a couple things here and there. All right. Cool. Yeah, that's part of why I want a light grid, because of the ambient occlusion being funny. See? It's a bit funny. Also, when you're under water, you get really dark too. I wish I knew anything. I don't actually remember anything. Oh.
He was running.
He was hopping away. Alright. Anyways. Let's... No, we're not gonna do that, actually. Well, I guess we could fuck with this for a little bit. But otherwise, I don't know what else I would mess with, because I know I talked about doing this. We also had, do I have it opened up? Hey, I do. Cool. I was trying to do the old jumpsuit via the current methods of how I make models, which is based on, for those who haven't seen it.
Ooh, I know what
this
you're
model.
talking about.
Yeah, a little bit based on this old one that me and Brody made
Sweet.
many moons ago. When she had way more polygons. Yeah. Still not quite the look that she got now. Close that. Yeah, see, a lot less. Look at all them bone weights. Whee! Oh, this one doesn't even have all the outfits. It's older. It's a forklift. Which, speaking of, I could show the forklift. It broke. Funnily enough. It might not even load the map. I actually think
Show
about
how
it.
broken.
Oh. Okay, it at least loads the map. So it's not broken in a like you actually using it sense. That all still works. For the most
I
part.
like the different.
With what?
I like the different animation. You know what angle you press use on it from. I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's something I've added. Like, well, I did for the video, but yeah. Yeah, the problem I have with it is this, which is it just kind of doesn't pick up the bosses anymore. So the actual function of the forklift is broke.
Dang it.
Hooray! Uh-oh. I might need to make those full bright. Also, I don't know how many people saw in the video. Oh, it's not there anymore. Never mind. There was a horse in the video there. There's just a horse standing there. It's from that, have y'all seen that gif of, like, Gordon Freeman in Half-Life when he's, like, in the anomalous materials lobby, he walks towards the door and then a horse teleports in?
Yeah.
I found that horse model. I found it and I put it in there, and unfortunately, wow, I can't do this anymore.
I wonder if that gif's from. I want to know the story behind that gif.
I want to know too, because how'd they do that? Like, it happens, like, not even in a regular map.
I feel like I know what it's from.
Yeah, the collision's messed up. Yeah, oh, man. I'll have to go and fix all that. If a demo's gonna have a little bit of forklift-related stuff, it needs to work.
I friggin' found it.
N64 logo. Yeah, I didn't have anything to collect, so I just did that. Yeah. Half-Life unique, horse life, unique Half-Life on. Yeah, that's the horse. That's it. I thought about doing that, like a custom no clip animation. I just haven't. At some point I will. Not even light down here yet. One of the supposed ideas of how to get to places is to take transportation. So, like, the subway will lead to one level. Specifically, there could be like a bus stop that'll take you to another one.
You need to buy a
And
ticket.
so on. And oh yeah, probably, or you get like given a ticket or something to like allow access. It'll be basically the gates to get you there. I could also do the Deus Ex thing where you straight up like hop on a roof and get into a helicopter and fly off. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Whatever allows you to get. That's the one thing with Jack and Daxter is the fact that they lived in a sci-fi based world where there were just teleporters and shit. You know, they could just get to levels by adding that to almost like everywhere. But well, I'm not against the idea of a teleporter. I'd probably leave that for like an in-game thing where sci-fi stuff starts really popping up towards the end. But yeah. Anyways, back to the bunny. And this is one of those models where I'll have to animate everything because it's clearly not a normal biped. So, no animation packs for that guy. But to be honest, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot going on besides hopping and kicking the player, which is how it'll primarily do its thing. When does Cam get the GEP gun? I don't know what's the GEP gun.
You know, Gep gun. Never know when you're going to come up against heavy armory.
I'll take the Gep gun.
If I load up an old build of the game, this is kind of what I had in mind for. This is when it still had Half-Life stuff. Test room.
No, it has no life.
I need to re-add this. I'll be told to re-add. But I could go to the gun range instead. Anyways. I haven't added this to the rifle yet either. I haven't even added these guys back into the game. But this would be a cool-ass gun. This would probably be the actual. Oh yeah, that exists too, which I might not keep, but yeah, this would be your sort of final tier gun. Didn't even finish animating it all the way, but yeah. That would be kind of like the in-game gun.
Sure.
Yeah. That's from the old build. Okay, anyways. Back to that. So, what to do here? I guess I don't think I wanted to do anything else with the mesh. Really, I think it's about good. Oh, I need the legs. There we go. I think body-wise, it's about perfect. You know, pretty good for what it is. I guess it'd just be ready to add bones. And unlike other NPCs, I'll probably leave it in a pre-posed sort of position rather than a T-pose. I feel like it's easier to probably work with it like this. Still, I don't know. I guess I can leave the arms alone. I thought about making them robotic as well, but I don't really know what I would do with them. Really. They seem pretty good already.
The sharp robo teeth.
I did the funny sharp robot. I actually did, and I didn't even really give this one the robotic jaw. I just gave it really big teeth.
It works. It's like a vampire.
Yeah, I figured maybe it could have like a bite attack or something, but even then, I don't know.
Kind of makes me think
Again-
of Bones for Painkiller. You know, the little armless skeleton.
Gosh, I haven't played Painkiller in so long. I can't remember.
Oh, when you hit the wrong button in Blender. Sometimes you just hit the wrong button in Blender. Hell, honestly, doesn't even need the thumb. Get rid of that. I chopped off this bunny's thumbs. Think about that. That's the power I have. Like Bob Ross.
Wait, bunnies have thumbs?
Probably not. I mean, this one does. The standing one does, but that would be like the NPC one. It doesn't need them. They got removed. Remember that episode of you know, Bob Ross, Magic of Painting or whatever he called it, Joys of Painting? Remember that one where he talked about like being able to remove stuff from a canvas, and he like annihilated that bush, and he said he just had to, like it was like he needed to, like it affected him. That's like the one episode that doesn't even have like the outro or anything. It just like ends with him like staring, like he just kind of gets like a Vietnam like blank stare, and it ends. I think it was like season 5. People think I'm joking. I'm not even joking. It's real.
They're coming, man.
It's like what we talked about earlier with Garfield from the TV show, where his most famous line in the TV show was not "I hate Mondays" or something. It was they should be taken out into they should be drug out into the street and shot.
Yeah, it's true. Like
That's not even a joke here. We're gonna watch it right
Yeah,
now.
we were talking about it like before we started the stream.
Yeah, we're gonna bring it up on stream. We're doing it.
It's a real thing.
Let's watch it together. Let's all watch it together as a big old happy family. Or even audio for this.
Whoop-dee-doo, whoop-dee-doo.
People who sing like that should be drug out into the street and shot. Whoever invented Christmas trees should be drug out into the street and shot. Whoever said getting there is half the fun should be drug out into the street and shot.
See? It's real. That's his catchphrase.
Play it again, just to make sure.
No, I don't need to play it again. Okay, we'll play it one more time. No. There's gonna be a character in Fox game that's gonna just say that all the time. It's gonna be at the bar.
Alright, I'm out.
Is it like the...
What?
I'm out.
Oh.
See ya.
Okay, bye-bye.
It's gonna be like something when the mooks say when you sneak up on them.
Ah! Oh! Okay. Alright, well, I got rid of the thumbs. Everything else looks pretty good, I think. I guess bones. Don't worry. It'll all be good if you're not one of those people that's been burdened with having bones. What the hell is it? Oh.
Yeah, if you are, get some help, get them taken out.
I need it set to X-ray. Set X-ray. There you go. All right. Pelvis should go probably right about there. Oh, not yet. Alone, just leave it perfectly vertical. Okay, it doesn't. Yeah. We can make a spine 1, a spine 2, a neck, and the head. That way it doesn't really have an issue there. Now, I forgot how to make... I forgot how you do it. There's a way to make... When you extrude to make another bone, there's a thing you hit to make it do bones in a mirrored direction. I forgot how you do it. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay. It was, you have to enable that. All right. That's what it was. I remember now. It's okay, guys. I figured it out. It didn't. It's okay.
I didn't know that worked for extrusions.
Yeah, works for extrusions. It's a little trick. A friend taught me it before he was attacked. By like a wild pack of wolves.
That's happened to a lot of your friends, man. It's kind of concerning,
Oh, they should. They had it coming. I plead they had it coming. We'll make one for the hands and one for the fingers. And this is probably just not gonna work. Well, I guess I'll have to. Come on. There we go. No, don't do that. No. Educational stream. I've never seen what rigging a model looks like before. LOL. Oh, really? I'm surprised not. Then again, what y'all are doing is 2D in Game Maker. That might be why. I don't know if y'all ever did 3D anything. I just know what y'all do with y'all's game. All right, and that's kind of. Oh no! Forgot something. I forgot something. Forgot something important.
The ear.
The bunna ears. They're very important. My bad, I forgot the signal.
I had a friend named Joe. He misread the signal once, and now he eats everything through a mechanical straw.
Now he eats everything through a mechanical straw. Wait! Battle's over.
They got like the real Ernie for that too.
They did. I like how they got him for that. I kind of wish they got him to do more stuff like that, because I mean that line isn't. Those lines aren't too terribly bad. But I really hope there would be some actor like that just never usually does roles like that to do one, and just after reading the script, just go, "What the fuck is this?" Like, what? You know that joke with like Ed and Eddie where it shows like Ed eating the bed in his room, and it just goes, "What the fuck was the show about?" Like, it's one of those where I wonder like if there's anything like that where just the actor just goes, "Wait, what the fuck is this show even about?"
They got him for the Angry Brewers too, and I think
that might be another one where he's just kind of like, "Wait, what the fuck?"
I think he sweared a bunch in the original take as well.
It's good. Make him swear. I mean, yeah, he was already used to doing it. Delete. All right. That is how you do that. I could technically delete these, but I might want the pelvis to have some, ability to bend. I forgot to read. I want to learn, though. I hate to say I'd be a really bad person to teach Blender because I use ancient 2.79 Blender. Yeah, don't ask.
You psychotic.
Don't ask me how to use new Blender. I mean, I kind of know how to use new Blender at this point, to a degree.
But you're not gonna know where anything is.
I don't know the node system all that well. I put it that way. But if you use new Blender, if you use any of the modern version of Blender, 3, 4, 5, isn't it on 5 now? I think it's on 5.
It's 4.5.
4.5, yeah. If you use those and you're like, oh, I need help doing this, the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is go to the settings and set the control scheme to 2.7. So, because otherwise you're fucked. I have no idea what to tell you. You're on your own. I mean, they did do the good thing by making Blender far less of a hotkey-centric program. But that's how I learned it, was hotkeys. So the fact that they changed a lot of them, if you don't change the control scheme, makes it...
That is...
But they needed to. But they needed to do it because to go from 2.7 to 2.8, what they changed makes it far easier to learn. But as a result,
it's easier to learn. But if you learned it with that, then
2.7, you're fucked. Yeah, if you learned it with 2.7 in mind, you're fucked on the new ones. Unless you just suck it up and learn. But I don't know. Yeah. Using old software, I mean, yeah, you're talking to someone that uses an old engine and an old mapping tool, or a program based on an old mapping tool. Old Blender. Like, half the fucking tools for Quake and Half-Life are from, like, 2001 or earlier, so... Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of new versions of it, but they're not any different. They're all just based on it. I think that's all I need to do bone-wise for the bunny. I don't think I need to do anything else. Actually,
not gonna make the tail waggle or anything. Actually, yeah, you should probably do, like, the mouth.
Yeah, I usually do the muzzle, if anything. Make the muzzle have movement, if possible. The teeth are usually good. Yeah, I need to do one for the tail, so we'll just drag one over. Tail. And then I think that's almost everything. I need to do the eyes since I do these eyes now. I need to do this. Uh-oh. What the fuck? Stop! Uh-oh. What happened? Why my control scheme not working, bro?
Hit control a bunch. Or not control, escape. This usually works for me.
Uh-oh. Okay, it started working again. Okay, we're good. We're good! We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
I only used 2.7 for like a very brief time when you introduced me to it, but I moved pretty quickly to 2.8 and onward.
Good. I'll put it this way: if anyone uses milkshake, you're actually getting shot. You're getting drug out into the street and shot.
We're coming to kill you.
See, look at that. Look at that bone placing skill there. Now all these are mirrored and I ain't got to deal with them. Except when it comes to naming. In that case, I got to name them all. But shut up. If any of you talk about that bush right there, tell us.
I'm sure the eyes probably need rigging to blink.
Yeah, they get rigged to blink. How could the eyes need rigging? That way they can close and have some expression and whatnot. If I save this and then open up the panther or wolf or something. Go to blends, death 2 or one of these. Yeah. notice the reaction of. Look at that. What happens with the tail? Don't worry about what happens with the tail. It ends up where it needs to at the end of it. Don't worry about how it gets there. Don't worry about how it gets there. It gets there. I want to look at a really bad.
Reports that it does get there.
It does get there in time. If I anims default, do I have the roll? Yeah, I do. This is another good one. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Sometimes you got to make it work, even though you know no one will catch it.
Yep.
Gas. That's 2.7. No. That's all I had to say about that. Just no. I'm denying it.
That's from the heart too.
Did you animate that roll? Yes. So for the most part, especially for Cam, about 99% of all of her animations were hand done. There's a couple animations that I would use a Mixamo import for getting a animation pack imported, and then I would go through and adjust it. But I only did that for her original death animation, and that's it. Everything else has been hand animated. Running is completely done by hand. There was no anything. I just had a plane in the background. In fact, if we go back over there, yeah, literally that. It's what I did. I think Death Forward is, yeah, that one's done by hand for the most part. I did base some of it off of reference for kind of figuring out the weight shifting. I don't even use this animation much anymore because it's just kind of slow, but I like that I did it. I use this one now, I think. Yeah, I use the start of that, and when she gets to right there, the animation cuts in the code, and she goes back to normal to shorten it. I don't think run 2. Oh, there we go.
Real.
Yeah, all done by hand, I think. That is the newest one, yeah. Jump's done by that. Hit wall, ground pound. Oh yeah, I forgot she has that feature. I kind of forgot it exists. Hooray. Grab ledge, yeah, all done by hand. Now when it comes to the NPCs, if I go to Panther again and go to like the walk, you can kind of tell it's based on a reference import animation because of how it's sort of doing that. Mainly
mocap.
Yeah, there's
jiggle.
mocap in there. There's some mocap jiggle. But the main thing with it is I did it all for fucking mainly because of speed. Because animating Cam completely was slow, but it is very personal in that it feels the best. But with these NPCs, I just need they need to work. And I think importing a mocap and then just editing it a whole bunch makes it far more, it still makes it very personalized, but it saves me a lot of time in doing it. It took way longer to animate her by hand from scratch than to, like, the Panther. All of his animations I could squeeze out if I did it obviously in between work, but if I didn't have work, I could get it all done probably in one day. You know? So his entire animation set would be done. And that's the reasoning for that. Make it better later. Well, even then, you're not going to really see me make it better. I make it as good as it needs to be, and I roll with it. There's a lot of indie games that do retro styled, and they do very basic, rudimentary animations that are not. There's not a lot of fundamentals of animation applied to them, like kind of like Mario 64's, where they just are basic. They're very basic. They do the job. That's all it needs to do. The fidelity of the animation matches the fidelity of the model. It's fine. But to me, I don't like those very much. I think, especially when the frame rate's very high, like if it runs above 30, I think they look really bad. So I want them to have some sort of lifeness to them. So
Quake, you can do it on like 10 frames per second.
Yeah. But I don't think if I pull this up. Oh, yeah, a lot of hits is. Oh, let me put on God. Take it easy. But yeah, like that's edited Mixamo animations. Besides the firing, that was obviously me because there's not really gunshot animations like that available. And that death animation is more or less me. Because again, it's not exactly easy to find an animation like that. Yeah. And the bunny, the whimpering is kind of sad. Well, for sure, higher frame rates practically require higher quality animation. It's one thing I just noticed, because it's just a thing when I see a lot of N64 or PS1 replica games where they emulate the style of it, but they're not actually like on an N64 or PS1 or something like that. When the game's running at like 120 FPS and the animations are super basic, it doesn't, I don't know, it's something that it doesn't look right to me. It looks very mediocre, I guess is the basic way of putting it.
Especially when they do like mocap animations on like low quality PS1 models and they're just like super smooth and they look really weird.
Well, with the mocap, if it has like the humanness to it, that looks a little out of place. I'm talking about when they do hand animation, but it's extremely basic. It's like if a walk cycle was just the extreme of the legs out, a part where the legs are together, and then the next frame is the legs are out but in the opposite direction, and then you just mirror it. Like it would be like that. It's fine, but I think a lot of the masking of the fact that animation is really crap was done by the fact that the model is really low quality, the frame rate's low, and again, it kind of all fits.
Well, I mean, I don't even think the Quake 2 monsters even look that bad.
They don't, but the thing though is when I looked at the Quake 2 models, thanks to the remaster and like the decompiles where you can like actually look at them, their animations are actually still very personal. Like the Strog, like Chain Gunner, he has a lot of personality in his stepping. Like he carries himself, not like just. And even this regular infantry soldier looks like that. Look, there's still a lot of personality to it. It's very styled. It fits what they are, so it works a lot better. Yeah, they're very basic. There's not a lot of frames to them, but they aren't as basic as some of the things I've seen on like Twitter and stuff. But that's what I said. It's not everything. It's just that's one way I put animating is for a game that's being based off of like Jak and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank. Jak and Daxter especially was notorious for its animations being top notch, And while I can't exactly replicate them to a T, I would like to make the animations good like that, where they're not, they're good. You'd rather look at them and go, "Oh, that's neat," rather than they're not even an aspect of the game that matters. So yeah, but yeah, when it comes down to this, yeah, I'm gonna have to animate all of this by hand because there's no way a mocap's gonna work on this. Not in a way I would want, but that's fine. I don't think this is gonna have a whole lot of animations. And more likely, most weapons you would use against this would kill them in one hit. This is really going to be a nuisance enemy. I hate to say it's going to come in. It's going to be in groups, and the whole point is to knock you back and annoy you. So
they're going to be fast, right?
Yeah. They'll have, when they cover distance with the hop, it'll cover quite a bit of distance. I would imagine. I'll have to see how it looks in game when it happens, but yeah. Anyways, what I need to do is make the textures for this. I think I got everything like split up into separate groups, which is kind of crap. Ugh. Or posting. The hell is that gif of Scout's mom in a wheelchair and she falls over? What is that? Oh, nap time. Oh, well. Guess he went to sleep.
Looks like it's from a Keto 706 video.
Yeah, it does.
I think it is. I don't recognize it.
It kind of looks like one.
It's the same map that is from Heavy Orders and Xbox.
Yeah, I don't want to point out specific names, but yeah, Ocarina of Time is a game where it running at 25 to 30 FPS like is actually good. It feels more like a movie, and I think that's kind of the point. I think that game running at like 200 FPS is wrong. It doesn't look good. I can put it that way. It looks wrong. It wasn't meant to be like that. You could just tell they did not design Ocarina of Time to play at that FPS. Or Majora's Mask. Those were definitely supposed to have a cinematic frame rate.
Mario 64 seems fine.
Oh, wait, what? Mario 64 does... Yeah, that one does seem fine. That's one of the few examples of, even animation-wise, that game being at like 100 plus FPS is not... It's not really bad. It still works. There might just be sort of maybe almost like a study you could make about it, where when it works and when it doesn't. It could also revolve around the fact that Mario's a very stubby, short character, and maybe that works better than a more humanoid proportioned character. Maybe that could be part of it. Maybe that matters because they're closer to human size and proportion. Maybe uncanniness kicks in if they're animated not as well. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways. Oh, I typed in 3 threes into the chat. Well, I'm sending them. That's what y'all are getting. Y'all are getting the 3 threes. Anyways, I need to open up.
This is part of like the hidden Steam code we're giving out for this.
Wow.
Yeah, those 3 threes. Those are a telephone number. I'm gonna post the rest of it.
Call it
5
and
years
say
from now.
Aardwolf.
Yeah, call us and scream Aardwolf, and I'll tell you to go away.
Scream Aardwolf and we'll fucking call the police.
This is the Shreem residence.
Is this the Shreem residence?
Hello there, fucking stream out there, fucking.
I'm afraid I cannot help you.
I need to play Max Payne again.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Max Payne is really good. I can play that game like 10 times. I not get tired of it.
Yeah. Magic, you should just make Max Payne instead of this game.
Who owns Max Payne's copyright?
Me.
Who? Okay.
Rockstar, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
Rockstar. Okay,
Oh, it's
I'll
over.
ask. I'll ask John Rockstar if I could make Max Payne.
Mr. Rockstar.
Just remember, almost every company in the world was founded by someone that the last name was a company name. Like, think about like J.C. Penney. That was Jacob J.C. Penney.
That was Dr. JC's
Or
JC
Nintendo. Or Nintendo. It was
He was number one.
Shigeru Nintendo.
Shigeru Nintendo. I was trying to think of who actually founded Nintendo, and I couldn't remember who it was anymore. I totally lost that information from like watching YouTube videos in like 2006.
Did
when
you
Nintendo's
know
like,
when Shigeru Nintendo opened Nintendo, he said, I intendo to make this
yeah, Graham Sony.
Nintendo.
The best Dendo that's ever been Dendo.
Little did most people know he was having a stroke in that moment. He died like literally upon making fucking Nintendo.
It's real crazy though that no one's really heard from Gregory Xbox in a long time.
If my name was Gregory Xbox, you wouldn't hear from me ever again.
Steve Apple, Gabe Bell, Todd Bethesda, Bill Microsoft. See how well it works? See how much the connections are being made?
Mike Rosoft.
Mike Rosoft, see?
Mike
Mike Rowe.
Software.
Dirty Jobs. Mike Rowe made Microsoft.
On software.
On software?
I didn't put it in it.
Jeff Amazon.
That is his name, I think.
It's not Amazon, it's Amazon. What was I doing? Oh yeah. See, we're in a better mood. We're not even worried about the fact that the light grid didn't work.
We're not even worried.
We're not even worried about it. We're not even upset by it. We're not going to say anything about it. Hideo Kojima. Yeah, Hideo Kojima founded Hideo Kojima Productions, and that's his family name, Productions. It is. Stop. Don't question it.
How do you think he would react if you called him Mr. Productions?
He'd be like, "What the fuck are you? What? Who are you?"
He'd be like, "Yeah."
Who are you? What are you
That's
doing?
not-
What are you doing in my house?
I don't know who wouldn't respond to that like that.
I would respond very. I would shake their hand and be like, "Yep."
Also, by the way, I forgot I was on the wrong monitor. I was just grabbing textures from.
He was describing
other,
textures.
yeah, I was like, you know what? I might as well just start reusing textures at some point because there you go. See, works out. Uh-oh. Okay. There we go. John Stranding. What time are we at? 10:30. Oh god, got late. It's gotten late,
Late
guys.
Night Fox.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, let's not.
Not. Come on.
No, let's not. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I told you about
I
that.
didn't
We're
say
not doing
like
it.
after dark.
See? That's why we're not doing that. I knew it. See, I sat everyone down. I sat everyone down in a big line, and I walked past everyone. I said, "Don't do that," and then you did it.
Smear map. Smear map reflections aren't me.
Smear map reflections.
Smear map.
A cow that likes cookies,
Smearman.
by the way. Quick speedrun Foxkin. There's not even levels to speedrun that are like entirely done.
None of them are beatable. This is an
can't beat our game.
unspeedrunnable game.
Hang on real quick. Did the light grid fix itself? No. Okay. Alright, still broken. In case you were wondering.
Sweet. Hell yeah, brother.
Do I have UVs on this? UV map. Let's merge it all together. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah. Oh, got the teeth. Up. There we go. And we can remove doubles to merge some of that together. Split. Sharp. Probably leave those alone. That might work a lot better. In fact, I think that's all I got to mark sharp besides this. Oh. I'll leave that alone. We'll see how that works in game. But is there going to be a hazard course of sorts that ties into the actual story? Individual rooms, speed runs. What I plan on doing is at the beginning of the game, because her shop will be blown up and you'll be like thrown into like a canal area that's like behind the shop or whatnot. That's at least what I have in my head. When you first start the game, that'll be sort of like the tutorial on the controls and everything. And then if you get the pipe wrench, because you'll get that pretty quick, that'll be your introduction to also using like that weapon. And then obviously from there, what I'll probably do, similar to like Jack and Daxter, is have like an actual gun range for using the guns when you get them.
Do you actually have like an outline learned now for this game?
I have a doc. Like, I do have kind of a doc, but the thing, though, is the story was mainly an introduction. And from there, I hadn't written anything else down. And Vance, who was helping with writing, kind of stopped and has since left. So I guess I'm on my own on that.
Right.
I'll just have to write the rest of it.
Yeah, just write the beginning and then write the end and write everything in between.
All the middle stuff, I imagine, I think the only thing that came to mind story-wise is you see your shop, you come to, go through the little tutorial on the canal, get back up to like the city level, see your shop blown up, whoever would be running sort of like the weapons surplus, army surplus, whatever you want to call it, they would probably find you from there, and that's where you're going to start initially getting your missions, which obviously in the game your first step is figuring out what even happened and who did it. And I think that, again, there might be a whole thing with eventually having intel and whatnot that'll sort of help with the story progression, but in reality what'll mainly happen is you'll do a favor for them to get the shotgun, because that will be the trade, which is, I'll help you out, but you got to do me a favor first, and there you go. It kind of turns into somewhat of the GTA. However, I don't think I'm going to specifically have her doing crimes in a sense that, like, it's straight up GTA where you're committing, you know, like drug smuggling or anything. It'd probably just be like, at worst, I know I still wanted the cat mafia in there, and I figured like that was going to be part of the beginning, which is the whoever runs the surplus store needs you to shake down the mafia or something. So that would be sort of what you do with the pipe wrench. So you're not necessarily killing anyone, you're just beating them up. And then from there, when you get the shotgun, you'll start facing the actual, you know, cyborgs like this, which are supposedly I have them as undead creatures because, you know, they're cybernetic and whatnot. So you're not necessarily killing a living thing. So at least in that sense, but the city work as a hub, yeah. Well, I think the reason why the shot got blown up is with the three main, you know, villains in the game. They were making an army of undead, but I think what it comes down to is trying to cybernetically control living beings is far better than dead ones that they have to like revive. So they start going to try to get them, but obviously they fail to get you. But they get your sister instead. So that's kind of like you're trying to rescue her at the, you know, like that's sort of the premise I got in my head.
That kind of premise always sort of reminded me of J.C. Denton and Paul Denton in Deus Ex.
Oh yeah, where isn't it Paul, your brother, the one that actually starts pointing out like the whole like corruption and basically committing to being like betraying them because they're I forgot who did that in Deus Ex. Who?
Yeah, it was Paul.
Yeah, but yeah. Cam is the cooler sister. Well, you play as Cam, so yeah, she's the cooler one. So does the city work as a... Yeah, okay, so I already read all that. But yeah, that's sort of all I got. Everything that happens after you get like the shotgun, if that's really how it pans out, I really don't know what'll go from there. I have a bunch of levels written down and stuff, like level ideas for the worlds that you go to. And the idea, similar to Jack and Daxter's, you might go to one to do a mission, and there might be side stuff to do there while you're there. And just because you leave it when you're done doesn't necessarily mean you might not go back for something else later. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. But what actually progresses the game past that point, I still don't really know. I just know eventually it leads up to you eventually facing down each of the three villains, the birds, one by one, and taking them all out. Actually, that will be the one atrocity I guess you commit. You do kill three evil birds, one by one. Because they will die.
That's cool.
Yeah, they'll die. I'm sorry, they're gonna die. I feel like birds, it's upsetting, but oh well. The only thing I will also do, unlike Jack 2, which is what they did when the game released over in Japan, is you just can't kill the NPCs walking the streets. I'm not going to let... I think that's the one thing I always thought was weird about that game. Yeah, I mean, it's cool and all, and it's very GTA. But if he's supposed to be like the unsung hero of the story, it kind of seems really weird that you can just slaughter the civilians.
It feels weird to me in some of the GTAs.
Yeah.
Like, particularly ones where the character tries to have more accomplice, like Nico or CJ or something.
Well, yeah, like CJ and stuff. He's not even like personality wise someone that would just kill random people. Like he's not like that in the character, so it's kind of strange that you can just do it. But I mean, with GTA, it's already an established thing you can do. That's why it's there. But in Jack 2 and Jack 3, as a kid, it's always kind of fun to just do it, but it's not. It makes no sense otherwise. Oh yeah, no, you can annoy them. Like you could annoy I forgot the name of them in like Mario Sunshine when we spray them with water and jump on them. I'm not opposed to annoying them. but I don't want you to kill them. I think that's a little excessive, especially when the
Make a
character's
wacky
supposed
cartoon.
like, especially if the character's supposed to be good. I don't want her to kill if she's supposed to be the good guy in that sense. Property damage. I thought about a thing where you could, like, I thought about because one of the things I wanted in the town to get like side missions and stuff was like a bar that has like some of the patrons in it might do small jobs or whatnot to like progress the game or maybe give you like upgrades or whatnot. And I thought of one thing where if you like annoy the people at the bar, you get kicked out. Not like you can't just go back in, but like if you fuck with shit and like break glasses, you get thrown out for being a fucking nuisance. So yeah, I guess you could be annoying. I guess at worst in the game, you could choose the annoying path. Well, if you get barred, then I guess you can't get the upgrades anymore. You soft-locked yourself out of it. I don't want to do that necessarily, but I don't know. Yeah.
It's funny though.
We do kind of need more games where like characters in the game do react to you being a dickhead.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think there should be more games like that where if you're playing as this protagonist that has all these interactions with people, I feel like it should be set up to where you could be annoying, and therefore you should get you should get the proper reaction for doing it. Anyways, now time to... I think I'll get this rigged, and I will call it, just because it is getting late. And I do technically still have work tomorrow, even though it's a partial day. Show weights. So this is how the rigging goes. Pay attention to the fact that it's only on one side. Also, none of the bones are named. Whoops. Need to do that later.
Does it, when you do like that mirror extrude thing, does it do like the Eleonora thing?
It will if you've already pre-did it, but because I didn't, it like if you pre-do L on the bone and then extrude it, it'll do R on the other one. But I didn't because I forgot. So whoops. It's okay. You just use these little easy names, you know. See, it did do it, actually, even though it didn't.
Huh.
Yeah. Cam goes into the men's restroom and gets kicked out and barred from ever entering and looks like a weirdo. Confirmed.
It's a complete accident.
It was an accident, man. I didn't fucking do nothing, man. Fuck, man. That fucking bullshit, man. I went in there on accident, man. Bullshit, bro. The IK stuff is there. What? Oh no! All the vertex groups from the fuck. Time to ask AI to write a script that deletes all the vertex groups that are not rigged. I did that once and it did it, and it worked first try. I was actually kind of impressed that I was able to do it. I'm not for AI, but that was really impressive that it did that.
Yeah.
Also, it wasn't like it just stole it either from like another site, because it explained what the functions are in Blender and how it happens. Like, oh, I need to write this because this is what Blender needs to see in order to... Like, So it's not stupid in that regards. Like, clearly, like, Blender Foundation has allowed AI to train off of it for function. I think.
I mean, they may not have given them explicit permission.
They must have given them something, because they did happen.
I mean, if the source code is Blender source code public?
It is. It's open source. That's probably how they did it, actually.
Yeah, that ChatGPT can like just glean any of that. Whether or not that's legal is a thing they are dealing with like right now, I think.
Looney Tunes type shit. Well, the only problem is this game doesn't have like a day-night cycle because it's, Quake. It doesn't have.
You can have one if you're brave enough.
No,
And it's scary.
I'm not even gonna attempt it. I'm just gonna. It's Deus Ex. It's perpetually night for some reason. It's just nighttime. The game starts towards the evening, and then it's night for most of it, and then when you finish the game, it's morning. That's how I'm doing it. It's like Cry of Fear. The only reason I actually even did that initially is because when I was using Half-Life map compilers, there was no good compiler that could do ambient occlusion on the world that had good daylighting, so I decided to do it at night. But now, honestly, that's not even necessarily a crutch anymore. But I still like the idea of the game being at night. Did I just do that wrong? Yeah, I did. I'm getting tired. Vertex groups.
We are approaching the third hour of the stream.
Yeah, it happens. It was a nice chat stream, really. We got to talk about a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
That doesn't usually happen. Usually we're talking to nobody. How will day and night work? Oh, I already kind of explained it. Well, the only thing with different levels at different times is like it's hard to just do that. In reality, the hub world will probably have 3 variants for times of the night, like 3 or 4, but it'll also be like Deus Ex maps where as you progress through the story, you're only going to load into the later one. Because that also happens in because I studied that game because obviously Deus Ex has like a hub setup, and it does. You do go back to it, but the maps do eventually progress to a later version of it. So yeah, that's probably how that's going to end up working.
You can't just change the skybox here. You have to you would have to work around all like the lighting conditions for the time of day. And Quake and Half-Life's lighting systems are very static because of VRAD.
Yep. Yeah, and the what will happen is there will definitely be variations of the map because obviously as the story progresses, things need to open up or be available, and that's the easiest way to do it. Is to just bump the map forward, but it's still just the same hub. It's the same hub map. I just made like hub 002 instead of 001, and that version's just later in the story. Fine. Yeah.
What are you looking at, Hub?
What's all the hubbub?
Funny.
I enjoy.
Oh, I rigged it to the wrong. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, we're good. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Disregard. Disregard. 3. That's not 3. Be 2. Also 3. And I fine tune a lot of this later. 3. 4. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 4 for the most part. Besides that. Bone 004.004. Left 7. I think that needs to rig to 6. To 8. .04L.001. 2. 3. It's going to be 2. All right, time to see how not well rigged this is. Oh, and that's already a problem. That's on the wrong side. There we go. Remember, mirror your models. Makes it easier to rig. I'll sell it to
I
play
didn't
smooth.
even know. I didn't even know it mirrored the weighting until recently.
Yeah, it can do it for the most part, except sometimes when it's having a stroke, then it doesn't.
I need to take note of this.
Oh, I hid the bone. Oh, I didn't even rig it to that. See? Look at that. It's not even rigged, man. Fuck, bro. What the fuck, man? God damn it. 04L.005. Also, when I change all these names, it'll automatically change them on the list. There we go. There we go. Look at that. That's good right there. Okay, that's good. This is all pretty good. I'll probably have to adjust some of these a little bit. Now this should be fine. I don't see this being much of an issue. Yep. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing. We're back, guys. And now we increment it because I do this all the time because I'm insane. Rigging looks fun. Well, thank you. It is pretty fun. It's funny. It's fun to rig at low poly. At higher poly, like especially like your high fidelity stuff, that becomes kind of like a theory on how to even rig shit to not like fuck up when it starts bending. Like that's why helper bones become a big thing, and shape keys for like adjusting the shape of the mesh when it bends become huge.
That's when you break out the weight brush.
Yeah, it becomes complicated. So I would say it's fun at low poly. It's a good way to start too. Higher poly, it's not bad, but it can be exhausting. But okay. Since we're about 11 o'clock, I'm gonna call this good for today, just because it's almost 11. We've been streaming for quite a while. I think at least more than 5 minutes. Right. Oh yeah, we're a little over 3 hours. So, damn it, hell concurrent view is pretty good too. About 14 people. That's pretty good. Good turnout. How's that site you're making going? I got it set up to where that splash exists for now. Have it set up with this, but this is gonna stay probably because building a whole website takes a lot of time, and obviously I, don't have a whole lot right now, anyways. But there are things happening that might allow me to not have to build this whole website. Thanks to some very nice people that I've been working with or talking to that might give me an opportunity to use their platform for something. Maybe. We'll see what happens. But right now it's all super secret and quiet. So, but eventually this might turn into something. We'll just see how that goes.
Can there be a cutscene with the rabbit and it has a voice like this in this timestamp?
Hang on. But we'll see how that goes. Anyways, close that. Play the audio.
The entrance to heaven is across the river of fire. Only the ferryman can get you to the entrance. Be certain to have coin.
The hell is that? Maybe.
Can't wait for us to do the voice acting in this mod. Whatever this is.
It's a video game.
All right. Okay. Well, I think we'll wrap it up. Thank you to everyone that showed up. All the people that showed up in the chat. Dave, Marcus, Gloveman, Brunner, Normal, Two-Buck. There were some others in there. The Nomal. There were some others. I gotta scroll. There was a lot of chat. But thank you all for joining with the stream. Hopefully we do a little more often. That's kind of why I'm glad I have, the internet I got. But anyways, that's it. Also thank you to everyone in the Discord for being part of this. It was nice. So time to roll credits. Thank you. Anyone else want to say bye?
No.
Bye.
No, just no. No, I don't feel like saying it actually.
No, fuck off.
Yeah,